So we're about to hop in and start shoutcasting a sixes match on the Skankstro server, basically one of the Skankstro Invitationals. They have already started, so we're just gonna hop in really quick and keep an eye out and start seeing what they're doing. So on the perspective of Butterfly Butt right now, he is the blue medic. I suppose we should go through the roster really quick. I guess we can do it in the downtime. Blue team is all back up at the moment, but Butterfly Butt is relatively low, backing off at 72 health. He does spot generic white boy who is Vonix, gets a lovely Uber off, which gives him the full Uber. Red team does do the counter Uber. They are going to be pushing blue team all the way back. Butterfly has no choice but to back out all the way. He does get caught up on the doorway a little bit, but does make it away safely. Red team did drop 3 players thus far: Fried Chicken, Cabbage of Love, and generic white boy. And here we go, we got the blue team pushing back in because red team's Uber didn't seem to deter the blue team that badly. Blue team currently only with 2 players up at the moment. Their disconnected player has joined back after all. So blue team does seem like they will be successfully capturing the middle point, waiting for the rest of the players before they push forward into the next point. I guess we can take this time to look at the roster for the blue team. We do have Butterfly Butt as the medic, Apple as the scout, Nasi Iron, and BTK on the soldiers. NK is the one on the demo man, and Cell is the other scout. For the red team, the Veget, safe to assume vegetables. Linglock is on scout. Blust is the one on Demoman. Epic Window is the medic. We have Fried Chicken and Vonix, generic white boy, on the soldiers, and Cabbage of Love is the last scout for the red team. So currently we are at a standstill. However, blue team does have the full Uber advantage. Red team does not have any medic up at the moment. 10 seconds left before the medic spawns. Blue team still holding on to the point. 1 solid down. They will be committing to pushing towards choke right now. We will jump onto the perspective of NK, who is the demo man. Uber is popped up. We see Fried Chicken right in the corner get taken out. And blue team does successfully push forward into the second point. The scout is top right upside on river, but he does back out safely. 2 of the scouts from the blue team are down at the moment though. Both scouts are dead, but they will be coming up in the next second. Red team does have the full roster, and their body shot goes down. There is a sniper on the red team. Linglock, I believe. Let's hop onto the perspective of, we are on the perspective of generic white boy right now. Red team is going to be pushing on to the middle. Both teams have relatively similar Uber charges, 65% against the 55, but no, the massive headshot goes down. Butterfly dies, losing the entire 65% charge for the blue team. Red team currently with the full Uber advantage, and definitely the full Uber in before. Blue team does have their charge up at all, so we do see the red team kind of pushing the blue team all the way back out from the second point, all the way to mid. They did capture the mid, and now they will be pushing forward to the 4th point. Enkai does go down to a headshot by Linglock. Once again, Linglock going to work as the sniper. Let's hop onto Linglock's perspective to see if he can... There we go, here we go, onto Linglock's perspective. He does see Cell as the scout running about on the middle point, but Cell does back out to try and get some flanks, but the demo with the air pipe! Absolutely lovely shot by Blast. We are still on the perspective of Linglock pushing in onto the middle point. And I do believe I missed the drop. Epic Window did go down. And we do have Raylan in the shoutcasting mumble right now. Hello, Raylan.
Hello, I'm just passing by. You can continue carrying on, yeah.
No problem. So we are still on the perspective of Linglock. Linglock does eventually get taken down, but Nasi Iron's rocket to the face with the assist from Cell. Currently, we are on the perspective of Nasi Iron. He does spot a bunch of red players out front, but he does approach from a different direction. Once again, back together with Cell, the attack team. We do see generic white boy pushing in from the choke, coming in from behind. They are going to be... No, Nasi Iron spots the medic, tries to jump in on the medic, and gets denied by Blast. Pill. Oh, crazy pipes from Blast we've been seeing so far. Generic white boy has timed out. Red team is down 1 player at the moment. It is going to be 5v6. Yep, Vonix does come back in the end. Blue team is going to be capturing the middle point right now. Red team only with 2 snipers up at the moment. Fried Chicken and Linglock. Linglock gets spotted and taken down. We do still have Fried Chicken on sniper. What is going on though? They are 1 solid down at the moment. 3 players currently up for the red team. Make that 4 right now. Blue team does have the full Uber though. BTK getting really low. Finally, the Uber is going to be popped onto BTK. BTK has his eyes on the medic. He's pushing. He's trying to get the rocket down onto the medic. The medic is really low and finally goes down. Once again, the red medic has absolutely 0 charge once again. And according to the chat, we do see down there Epic Window asking people, why health pack? Why you betray me? It's either somebody took his health pack or just, you know, it just didn't spawn in time. We are going to be hopping onto the perspective of NK, who is the demo man for the blue team, currently watching behind, making sure nobody flanks from behind. He does catch a rocket with his forehead though. Not something that you should recommend, but it doesn't matter because the scout just comes in and gets a full-on body shot. Takes him down straight away. Generic Whiteboard getting fish slapped all around. 3 fish slaps by Cell's fish. Does live to see another day. Cell not a very effective fishmonger, but does get Vonix pretty low. Doesn't matter anyway. See, we have Solly bombing in a lovely air shot once again. Blast! Holy crap, Blast! No chill at all. Let's hop into the perspective of Blast. That was absolutely devastating fights we've been seeing from Blast. I have absolutely no idea. He does spot the scout, does take him down with some stickies laid out preemptively. And once again, we have the push-pull scenario on Gully Wash. Red team is going to recapture the middle point. We see Blast flanking from the big door. He spots the entirety of the blue team. Gets really low, down in 50 health. The Uber is popped for the red team. Blast pushing forward, trying to get the pops onto Butterfly Butt. But everyone on the blue team backs out. We do see Nazi I am hiding behind the wall, waiting to see if he can jump in and target the medic at all. Blast does see this coming, lays down the sticky traps and does deny Nazi I am even before he could do anything. Just joyfully hopping around the corner into a bunch of stickies. Gets taken down straight away. Let's hop into the perspective of Enkai this time. There is no heals on the side of the blue team at the moment. Red team with the 38%, 40% Uber advantage right now. We do see red team trying to push in from big door. Enkai does spot them, tosses out a couple of pills in the hopes to deter the remaining blue team. We do see Apple hiding down below, trying to see if he can get some sneaky body shots off. Onto the perspective of Nazi Arm. He is inside, trying to get down people. Does manage to take down Vonix straight away. Linglock and Fried Chicken currently still on the sniper though. What are they doing? What are Fried Chicken with the Huntsman? Let's see if he can do anything about this though. He does have his eyes onto Apple. Whips out the SMG and whips out the Huntsman once again. Spots Cell, fires an arrow off, but just not enough. Didn't really hit him at all. Gets taken down. Uber is popped for the red team. It was a defensive Uber, so it's not going to be able to do much for them. Blue team does have the full Uber advantage right now. Red team hasn't captured the 4th point yet though. Blue team does push forward with the Uber, all shiny and glorious, pushing red team all the way back to choke. They do take down the medic though, so that's a plus side for them. Butterfly, but a little bit overextended there, all alone. Backs up to them. Second point is still currently in the possession of the blue team. Let's hop into the perspective of BTK, who is the Solly. Sorry. There we go, BTK. He does get shot off. She gets body shot by one of the scouts, and Butterfly Butt goes down! Butterfly Butt goes down, takes an arrow to his forehead, gets taken down immediately. 0 heals on the side of the blue team. We have seen both medics dropping off time and time again, so both teams really don't like the other team's medics. Here we go, we have Linglock saying it's high noon. Once again, still playing, no, he's back onto scout. We do have Fried Chicken still on the sniper, the Huntsman sniper, as we like to call him. So that means red team is 1 solid down, but they do have the dangers of the Huntsman. There you go, you saw it from down below, tossing up the arrow, getting BTK really low, but it doesn't really matter because BTK does have his medic right by his side. Both Ubers are relatively equal. We are going to hop onto the perspective of Cell, who is the sniper. She does have the feeling that they are upside in river. She does spot the Solly, tries to get a shot off onto Vonix, but not that lucky. And we have a spy. Linglock is the spy. Let's see if we can get Linglock's perspective though. Linglock is still up. There he is. He is getting healed by the medic though. The medic finally realizes his mistake and then turns around to take Linglock out. So that is one player down for the side of the red team. They are down firepower in terms of a Solly. We still have Cell on the sniper trying to get any picks for her team before preventing any damage done by red team's Uber. Both teams do have Uber at the ready. Red team still congregated inside lobby. Does spot the sniper, gets a shot of Lovely. Body shot goes down, but the sniper does live to see another day. Once again, we do see Linglock coming in, the cloaked spy. And there we go, he sees right behind Cell. Any moment Cell could possibly... No, Cell hears the decloak, but gets backstabbed! Gets a backstab by Linglock. Oh my goodness, what was that stab? And there we go, the Uber, it was popped for the red team, but it was to no effect at all. Let's hop into the perspective of Butterfly, but it doesn't matter, they were overextended, they did not know the medic solo cap. What was going on? What was going on? Let's hop into the perspective of Enkai for the roll-up this time. It does look like that the Uber for the red team was a distraction while they pushed in from a river, allowing the medic to solo cap while everyone else was pushed forward in lobby. Here we go, we do see Enkai go down, Scattergun to the face. Nasi Ayam is hopping about, getting healed up before he jumps back up top. That rocket jump though, he was denied by that Solly down below. Red team are dropping players like flies though. Blue team does have the slight number advantage of one person, but then again we do see red team is running a heavy weapons guy. So blue team is going to be backing out all the way to last. They are playing very defensively though. Nasi Ayam going up to Riverside. NK on the points, putting some stickies down. Little sneaky stickies on the pillar. Red team is still holding mid at the moment. Let's hop into the perspective of Fried Chicken. Coming up from the red choke side. Gets a few shots off on his friendly medic. Just asking for that buff up. Fried Chicken does have his sights on Enkai. He's gonna be running in. He does spot the combo inside with the force of nature, getting really low, somehow surviving with 40 health, but gets denied and taken down Apple with a scattergun to the face. Cabbage of Love goes down as well. Onto the perspective of Blast, both teams do have popped. Both teams have popped their Uber, pushing the blue team all the way back in. And the backstab once again, Linglock going to work. As the spy Blast taking out people with his scary crits, absolutely devastating. He does know that Apple is behind them. Reloading before he chases Apple down. And yeah, Apple will be able to... Oh, no, wow! Absolutely massive. Once again, Blast! Holy crap! Giving people the pills by the Devil Man. Here's your doctor's prescription. Eat those pills twice for dinner and twice for lunch. Taking down both scouts with 2 pills each. Here we see Fried Chicken has his sights onto NK. Spots NK. He loses NK. Still at 125 max health. NK is really low. Gets taken down by Fried Chicken. Fried Chicken finally does go down to the shotgun. Onto the perspective of Apple. Apple chasing the heavy weapons guy. Totally oblivious or not caring at all. Uber is finally popped onto the blue team's final point. Blue team does not have any heals, and that's that. 2-0. Red team is dominating so far. Top onto the perspective of Blast. We have seen him with some really massive pipes and stickies going down. So the current score is 2-0. Blast dominating the red team's scoreboard with 48 points and, you know, even more than the medic. So Blast is going to be focused by the scout, but it doesn't matter. Apple does go down, taking pipes to the face once again. Sending down the stickies to protect his medic. Blue team dropping players though, dropping 3 players. Red team doing reasonably well despite the medic not being on the front line, all the way behind together with Blast. Easily probably the star player of tonight's pug. Blue team is going to be pushing in from choke. We do see BTK and Nasi Ayam. Nasi Ayam goes down to the sticky trap. BTK gets bounced about. Blast really low, gets buffed back up. really low, down to 5 health, but gets healed up all the way. Darcy Arm does finally go down. Cabbage of Love with the shot stop. And we do see Epic Window with the massive Uber advantage at 95% against Butterfly Butt's 25. We do see the red team at the max full Uber. Red team once again, what's going on? They were running 2 spies just now. Fried Chicken currently back onto spy. Linglock going back onto the scout. Yeah, red team are not running any solis this time round. They are running a heavy weapons guy. Generic white boy. Vonix playing her main class right now. Red team does have the full Uber advantage. We do see blue team holding really close onto the perspective of NK. He is upside choke together with BTK and Butterfly, but red team looks like they are going to be committing to this push. Linglock comes in, trying to get a few damage, tries to get some damage done. Uber finally pops for the blue team, red team and blue team as well. Both teams pop the Uber. The red team's medic has no choice but to back up. Vonix all alone gets taken down by NK's pills. NK gonna be hopping in, trying to spot where the medic is gone. Takes Cabbage of Love down with his stickies, followed by Fried Chicken. All we've got is Linglock up for the red team. Hopping onto the perspective of Linglock. Let's see if we can find him first. There we go, Linglock running the sniper. Let's see if he can get any work done. We do see Cell coming in, trying to get some damage out, but does back out in the end. Linglock watching the lower lobby. Backing out into spawn, changing out to spy once again. Let's keep our perspective on to Linglock. Let's see, his stabs have been absolutely scary thus far. He does have his sights onto NK. NK does see the door open, but pays no attention at all. We do see Linglock has his eyes onto Nasi. Iam ignores him. Tends to be all sneaky and stuff. Has his eyes on the medic. Tries to get the backstep down, but doesn't quite get it, and gets taken down by the Uber Sword, giving Butterfly Butt the full Uber. Butterfly Butt at the full Uber charge right here, but they're not going to be able to push in because they don't have the other Soli. Or they might commit though. The Uber is forced for the side of the blue team, taking a massive rocket to the face. Butterfly Butt has no choice but to pop his Uber. Absolutely nothing they can do with that Uber. Everyone was just avoiding the Uber couple. Tried to stand on the point. Oh, they got a lot of capture time on the point though. Red team finally decides to pop the Uber to deter anybody at all. They've only got 2 people up right now, Nasi and Apple. Apple is going to be backing out alongside Nasi. We do have a Pyro on the side of Red team. Linglock, the off-classer of this match so far. Here we go, we see Red team pushing forward. Confident to stack onto the second point, capturing it for the red team. Onto the perspective of Cabbage of Love, not NK, who is running the Liberty Launcher. Not something we see very often. He is on the middle point. He has his sights onto Butterfly, but he tries to get a few rockets on Butterfly, but is really low, manages to back off to survive. Cabbage of Love goes down to Apple's Scattergun. That would have been a massive pick for the red team. Butterfly Butt does survive, but they do not have the Uber to contest the middle point. So Butterfly Butt is going to be living to see another day, building up his charge in time to save for the final push. We are going to hop into the perspective of Blast right now. Blast is inside lower lobby, spamming stickies on both sides to see if he can get a lucky picks on anybody. He does spot the medic up top in the corner. Uber is finally popped for the red team. Blue team 95%. They are going to be contesting this very soon. NK pushing forward, manages to deter the red team's Uber. Red team's Uber didn't do much at all. Uber is finally popped for the blue team. They are going to be pushing forward. Vonix with the body blocking manages to delay by a lot of time. Managed to buy a lot of time for her team, allowing them to push out further. We do see in the chat, Suka fucking Bliat. Probably not an intentional body block, but gets taken out. But she did do a good job. She does prevent the red team from pushing out all the way. sorry, the blue team from pushing out all the way to you know, destroy the red team's medic. So Vonix did do a good job there. We do see Cabbage of Love get taken down on Riverside by BTK's shotgun. Red team is at 93% charge at the moment, hopping onto the perspective of generic white boy, getting really low, going fat scout to normal scout. Apple does lose to the fat scout after all. 31 health on the side of generic white boy, gets taken down by Cell Scattergun. Revenge! Consider yourself avenged, my dear friend. Apple, consider yourself avenged. We do see Nasi getting really low, tries to rocket jump and takes himself out. Cell gets taken out, tries to delay them from behind, but gets denied immediately. We do see Fried Chicken hopping up to Riverside. He has his sights onto the scout in River. Apple once again gets caught out in a bad place, but gets to work and denies Fried Chicken, taking him back to KFC. Right, here we go, onto the perspective of NK. He is going to be defending the last point for the blue team, hopping up to Riverside, spamming out some pills to make sure nobody comes from that way. Not much going down on the side of the blue. They are just going to be holding up the last point, making sure nobody backcaps and everything. Just building up the Uber. Epic window goes down. Absolutely lovely pistols by Cell. Blue team, this will give blue team the advantage to push forward to try and capture the second point. They have 0 heals after all. Epic window asking the team for the back cap, but nobody is gonna be able to do so. We do see NK currently on the point, trying to capture it for his team, but the back cap is gonna be going down. We do see Capture of Love onto the point, trying to take down as many people as he can at 60 health, but gets denied. Oh my goodness, that would have been absolutely lovely. The capture time on the final point, almost full, but gets denied by Nasi. Generic white boy once again goes down to the pills, doctor's orders, and red team are going to be dropping players because they did split up. Instead of coming in together, they did want to try and get that back cap. We do see blue team currently onto the midpoint right now, trying to get the capture. Red team is going to be pushing up from the other side. We are going to be hopping onto the perspective of Fried Chicken, who is behind them, gets taken down the moment we hop onto his perspective. So Linglock it is. Here we go. He is going to be running forward, gets his sights down on BTK, takes him out immediately. He does see Cell at the big door, ignoring her at the moment. Has his sights on Apple this time. Apple does pick up the little tiny health pack. Linglock is not going to be chasing him down though. Red team do have possession of the middle point. Linglock does have his sights on Butterfly, but Butterfly getting extremely low, finally gets taken down. Linglock going to work, denying the blue team any health regen at all. Linglock going huge, taking down a couple of people before he himself finally goes down. Apple going to work once again. Blue team currently only with 3 players up at the moment. Enkai currently at Riverside, setting up some lovely sticky traps. Capture of Love does spot the traps out, so might not be that much of a use after all. Yep, there we go. We do see Cabbage still up on Riverside. Epic Window does have the full Uber advantage. Let's hop into the perspective. Cabbage Love, we do see him at Riverside right now. Generic onto Blast. Blast is at Riverside alongside with Cabbage of Love. They will be back in. Now Uber is finally popped onto Generic White Boy. They are going to be pushing in Butterfly, but with 65 charge, not building any. They're trying to get the Uber sword down onto down onto the heavy. Managed to get one shot off up to 90%, but gets mowed down. Just cutting grass with the heavy. We do see NK in secret getting really low, taken down by Linglock. Linglock is going to town on the blue team. He is on the point, getting the capture time down. It looks like, there we go. Red team does get the final point after all. Linglock absolutely devastating plays. Crazy scout aim, taking down multiple people before trading himself. So onto the middle point, we are going to be on the perspective of NK. Here we go, NK spamming his stickies and pipes onto everybody onto the middle point. And we do see him backing out to choke side. Red team is going to be backing out from their big door as well. We do see one of the red teams behind. Red players, some of the red players were falling butterfly butt behind. We do see one scout right there. Managed to get down Ankai. Linglock once again going to town. Finally gets taken down by Nazi Items Rocket Butterfly, but currently at 12 health. Has to back out and get the tiny baby health pack at big door. Midpoint is currently in the possession of the blue team. Arrow goes off onto Nazi Iron, but the escape plan was pulled out, so not much healing going to be done right there. Red team does have a full Uber alongside blue team full Uber. Blue team does have the number advantage. We do see once again Linglock coming up from behind, trying to get kills onto people, gets denied and taken down by NK Stickies. Onto the perspective of Blast. Spamming out Stickies from big door. He does spot the entire blue team going in from choke, so this could be a... No, they're not going to backstab them at all. Yeah, they're going to be contesting them from choke, I believe. We do see Apple get taken down by the headshot. We did see him trying to go up from the elbow side beside Red team's big door. Here we go, we do see blue team, entire blue team up front, and Linglock gets taken down by a bombing Nazi Iron. He does have his sights on the medic, tries to take out the medic as he can, but nope, Vonix bombs in and denies him himself. Both Ubers are going to be popped in to contest the second point. Blue team is going to be backing out. Red team's Uber and blue team's Uber do fade. Once again, we are at a standstill. We do see Cell coming in, trying to get some kills. Manages to back off and live to see another day. Excuse me, live to see another day. Once again, still, let's hop onto the perspective of Nazi Ayam, who is coming up from big door. Gonna be hopping into choke, and let's see if he can get some plays. We do see, there we go, the two scouts flanking in from the big door, tries to get anything done, gets taken down immediately. Linglock goes down, followed by Fried Chicken. They come together, they die together. Absolutely devastating. Both scouts down for the red team. Butterfly Butt was destroyed though. We did miss that pick on the side of the blue team. I am currently at 4 health. Has no choice but to run away. He does get a hit off onto Vonix, but Vonix does shoot him anyway. And Vonix staring at the floor, pondering about life. What is life? You know? Do that all the time sometimes. And we do see red team pushing in strong to the 4th point. Blue team has both scouts down at the moment. Red team with the full Uber advantage. They will be capturing the 2nd point. That was a very close call. If NK had detonated his stickies right there and then, he could have destroyed Epic Window and removed that charge advantage. So if you know, that was a really close call. We do see a scout coming up from behind, and Linglock takes Butterfly Butt down. Looks like this is going to be red team's point once again. They do pop the Uber. Everyone else does back out into spawn, though. Red team not doing any capturing at the moment, not even standing on the point. We do see Anchor hiding in below onto right behind the point at River. Epic Window does get taken down. We are going to be hopping into the perspective of Blast. Blast is spamming out his stickies, but he is all alone inside. Gets a bit blocked off at the doorway. He does spot Apple, but a little bit too late. Apple gets a full neat shot down on to Link. And yeah, once again Apple. But what? A back cap? A back cap by a spy. We did not catch that, but generic white boy, our dear friend Phonix, does go spy and does a lovely back cap while everyone was distracted. This will bring the score up to 4-0, of course in the advantage of the red team. Absolutely lovely plays from both sides. We are going to be hopping into the red team's mumble for a moment just to talk to some of the players, and especially Vonix on that last cap. Absolutely lovely.
Alright, see you at the roadside.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hi Vonix.
Hi.
Lovely back cap.
Thank you. The lag was worth the wait.
Yes, absolutely lovely. I see Linglock is left. Is Blast here?
He's in it.
Oh, it's okay, he's muted. Yep, so red team, congratulations, 4-0 victory. Lovely plays, lovely plays.
Thanks. We were not even trying.
Not even trying. I see.
Kinda
Yeah,
like-
you did have a lot of off-classing, like zero solis ran at all, and there was like a heavy, 2 spies, 2 snipers. So what was going on? Was it a your team decision to off-class all the way, or were you guys just
it's
messing
tactical.
about?
It's tactical.
Oh, it's
it's
tactical?
tactical. Yeah.
I see. Tactical plays by the
Yeah,
red
we had a
team.
pre-game talk, and that's all we decided on.
Very interesting idea. It did work out in the end though, with granted, you know, the 4-0 victory, especially with some of the backstabs by Linglock, the back cap of course by Vonix winning the entire game for you guys, and yeah, absolutely lovely plays, especially Cynic's pipes and stickies, absolutely devastating. So congratulations.
Do I win anything?
Do you win anything? You win the, you know, you win honor. You bring honor to your family. So congratulations. And I see most of the blue players aren't here anymore.
Yep.
I'm here.
Yep, probably only you. So how do you think the blue team did though? From your
No
perspective
comment.
as a demo man, no comment? No comment at all?
No, you think just that Sunny just carrying them.
No. The key
Dude,
is you
we're
guys need to
out-
have
out-
more
Singing,
so
off
singing and
superior.
Scott, singing
No,
and
You
Scott,
guys have to have
and the
more
off-class, and the off-class is so annoying.
Oh yes, the off-classing.
No,
This
we
is not
won
Sixers,
because we had
man.
more spies than you.
I signed up for the Sixers Park, not the Highlander Park, bro.
You should have more off class and you can win.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we
I
just
prefer to
simply
play.
outplayed you guys tactically.
Who was the huntsman sniper?
IO,
You mean
I think.
Hansel? It's Hansel, not Huntsman Sniper.
Right. Yes, there was a hunter running about. Absolutely hilarious.
You're bad.
Yep, so that's it. That's the match. No more play.
I guess not.
Are you streaming or recording?
Recording.
Oh, hi YouTube.
Hello, mom.
Hello, Mom. Yeah.
I did it, mom.
Follow me on SoundCloud.
Yep. Feel free to, you know, promote yourselves. Okay. Cheers.